What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you a dynamite video today. We are playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War. In today's video, we're talking about Isildur versus a whaled out Dain. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. This is, if you saw the previous release of this video 10 minutes ago that had the audio broken, this is the re-recording. For some reason, my mic was not operating correctly. Here we go, like and sub. Mwah. So, Isildur is ready to rock and roll in this video, guys. He is running a mixture of purple gear here with high damage, high HP. I'm looking for as much HP as I can get. Really, for my Dunedains, I'm going to have plus 3 HP from this, and then I'm going to have from my R3 tree here, the King of the Dunedain. This is going to give me plus 3 HP down there for a total of plus 6 HP to my Dunedains, okay? This is going to be really powerful. It's going to really help me excel. All right. Then we just have some standard defense here. Okay, I don't really have madness immunity here. The defense doesn't apply. And then unit-wise, we've got the Dunedains here with the steadfast ability, which is going to, the steady will ability, which is going to give them the ability to purge a negative debuff on themselves every single round. This makes them extremely powerful. Going into rounds 3 and 4, they can almost virtually avoid any crowd control, because at that point, any crowd control debuff that's applied in rounds 3, 4, and onwards is going to be purged instantly, which is fantastic. Okay, so going into rounds 3 and 4, they're basically immune to CC unless the enemy's somehow applying, 2 or 3 debuffs every turn. All right? We're also riding Bree Riders. These guys are going to help absorb debuffs as well. They also have the steady will ability inherently. And then we have some light armor elite right here to reduce the melee damage they receive. Okay, and then lastly, we have some Guard of the Tower here, folks. Guard of the Tower are going to give my units minus 20% damage received. They're going to increase their own damage received by 20%, but reduce the damage my other units take pretty significantly, which is fantastic. All right, now my Isildur is running with the Ring Bearer's Tree. This is fantastic. I originally did not like it. However, after discussions with some of my friends, especially Jay Mills yelling at me, Ring Bearers has become one of my favorite trees just because this Ring Bearer avoidance is actually extremely nice, which you'll see in this report. I'm able to dodge, 3 or 4 attacks in the first 2 rounds due to this ability, which makes it crazy, crazy valuable, right? So, Ring of Terror, right, hands down, really hard to counter the Ring of Terror ability entirely. Even with an anti-madness helmet, your commander will still be maddened for the first 2 rounds. So this can sometimes really turn the tide in a commander-focused battle. Then we have Elven Rope, which is a great stun. Okay, the double strike from Dunedains, plus 2 damage from the Bloodline, and then some bonus damage here from the Great King. I don't have the R5 unlocked. However, I don't think I would use the R5 tree. If I did, I like this build, all right? Now, Dain. The Dain I'm facing against is extremely whaled out. This guy is mega whaled. I believe he's R9, just from looking at his skills here. Respect 9. He's got crazy weapon, right? 5-star gold weapon here. 25% chance to give himself 50% bonus physical damage on every hit, which is crazy strong. That's really powerful. That combined with his accessory to give himself another 9% commander damage is really, really big deal. He's going to be dealing enormous commander output, okay? The chest is just a nice might stick there, and then the helmet is going to have might as well as discord for fearing the enemies. Units, he is using the Guardians with the heavy shield ability. This is going to reduce the damage they take by 20%. He has the Ram Riders here with Divide and Conquer. Going to reduce the damage they take by 30% going into round 5 there. And then he's got Guard of the Tower to apply that debuff that we were talking about, shield training to his units to reduce the damage his units take by another 20%. Okay, so to recap, the Guardians are taking 40% reduced damage because they're getting a 20% mitigation here and 20% from the Guard of the Tower shared debuff. Okay, skill-wise, he's got the R5 maxed out, he's got the R3 maxed out, and he's got his extra points in the lower R0. This is different from the build I run. Personally, I like my build a little bit better. It's got a little bit higher damage in the early rounds, which I really enjoy. But this build will get the job done as well because Whirlwind and All In are very strong abilities, okay? Into the report itself. All right, so we have Dain coming in hot and heavy with 227,000 damage output. My units with significantly less damage output, 134k. Again, we're looking at a Respect 3 purple geared Isildur, army comp, who's an anti-ranged army comp against a purely melee with a 40% damage mitigation, high defense unit, so they're going to take very little damage to begin with from my Dunedains. So this comp is going to be very tough for Isildur to beat no matter what he's running, okay? And then, of course, the whaled out gear isn't going to help me any as well. All right, so we're going to take a look at the first 3 rounds here, guys, and just kind of walk you through what's happening and why. Like I said, this Dain kind of counters my Isildur build, right? My Dunedains have low defense to begin with, so fighting against a commander damage nuker with crazy gear like that's tough to beat. But I want to see how effective this Isildur build was against this Dain anyways, right? Because I was able to stop him in his tracks and force a draw, which is always good. Okay? So, let's take a look at round 1. Here we go. I have Dain has inflicted madness on my units, but I am madness immune, so they are not affected, right? They should not be affected. Wow, madness. What did madness go through anyways? I have an 83% chance to resist madness, and 2 times it came through. Very good. All right. Okay, so here comes the Dunedains, guys, coming in hot and heavy. Okay, we've got, what do we got here? We've got the Dunedains cleansing, nothing to cleanse, so they're just going to get their attack on. Hitting the Guardians, who have minus 40% damage taken, and then they're hitting the Guard of the Tower next, and these guys have plus 20% damage taken. So it's a 60% damage swing, right? These guys are minus 40, these guys are plus 20. Although it's a little bit lopsided because the Guard of the Tower also have lower defense, right? Bree Riders coming in hot and heavy. Nothing to cure there because they're madness immune, which is great. The Bree Riders coming in, hitting the guards. Okay. Here's Dain attacking, even though he's maddened, attacking my Dunedains. The Dunedains, due to the Ring Bearers, remember that top R0 tree. The Dunedains just dodged Dain's auto attack, which is fantastic. Then we have my Bree Riders dodging an auto attack from the guards, also due to the Ring Bearers, which is great. So that's 2 avoidances here in round 1, guys. Really, really powerful. Here in round 2, I've now triggered Great King, which is that lower R0 tree for Isildur. I matted myself. It's always good. Dunedain's nothing to cure. Coming in hot and heavy, hitting the Guard of the Towers, zeroing them out. Bree Riders, they cleanse their laceration from the Guardians. Bring an auto attack in. Here we go. Now the Ring of Terror is really helping me out. I got the Ram Riders debuffing the Guardians. Okay. Then I have Dain in here, afflicted by madness as well. Okay, Dain is coming in hot and heavy from the King Ring of Terror. With Dwarven Grit, he's getting a plus 50% Dwarven Grit off of his Respect 5 tree, hitting his own units for 15,000 damage and another auto attack for 3,500. Really powerful stuff there, guys. I like to see that. Okay, really fantastic. Guardians too. So here in round 2, I had 3 different instances of madness, self-damage on the enemy, which is the whole point of using Isildur, right? He just throws a wrench in the gears. What are you going to do? All right. Here is the heal. We're dropping some heals. Here we go in round 3. Okay, Isildur is auto-attacking. Then we have the Dunedains coming in, hitting the Guardians for 14,000 damage, folks. Pew, pew, pew. Bree Riders, nothing to cure. So really, this Dain build... Oh, man. Look at this poor guy. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, my poor. Someone died. Oh man. Oh, good. Okay, so here we go. Even more damage avoidance, guys. This is great. Okay. The Bree Riders took 25,000 damage from Whirlwind. Well, guess who else was on the table to take another 27,000 damage from Whirlwind? That would be my Dunedains, who avoided that Whirlwind using the Isildur Ringbearer top R0 tree. Okay, so that's why I don't actually know why you would go into the R5 tree. The top R0 tree is so powerful, just that 20% avoidance by itself is enormous. As you can see, I've dodged 3 of Dain's attacks now in the first couple rounds. Really doing a good job. Coming in hot and heavy. Another avoidance here. Look at this. Another avoidance. We'll look at round 4, then we'll end the battle here, okay? I mean, you get the picture, right? Dain, when he does hit, he is shredding my units. However, due to the madness debuffs, due to the ability to avoid the damage altogether, I have still survived quite well against him, okay? Dain's with a double strike, 20k damage coming out here, okay? Okay, here we go. Dain, King Under the Mountain, striking my Dains for 23,000 damage, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. The Ring Bearer tree coming into effect once again. Oh my god. The Guard of the Tower. They avoided the all-in. This is like a 50,000 damage hit. I just avoided the all-in. So between dodging all-in and dodging the Whirlwind, that's probably somewhere between 50 to 75,000 total damage avoided in those 2 strikes alone. Okay? So, if you didn't like Isildur before, you probably like him now. And if you don't, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I love you all long time. Like and sub. Randy out.